likes to fish stimulators? Anybody? Yeah? One time I was going fishing with some buddies that were brand new to it, and I didn't want to tie a whole bunch of stimulators for them, but I knew that that's what the fish were eating. So I kind of did a stimulator style pattern, but I cheated. And I put two hot spots on it. The butt and the head are the same color. So I started calling it the Butthead. And that day, the guys I was fishing with caught a whole bunch of fish on them, so I added it to my collection. But anyway, this is that same 2X long dry fly hook, the Gamakatsu S10. This is a size 10, I believe. And we're going to use chartreuse thread. So this is fluorescent chartreuse 70 denier. We'll just get it wrapped. It's got the same tail as our fancy purple haze. I'm actually going to use regular colored mousse for this one. Okay, so the tail that I'm going to put on here is not quite the length of the body because this is a little bit longer hook shank. It's kind of the same length that you would do for a stimulator tail. Now a stimulator has hackle in the back and in the front, but I didn't want to do that. So I'm just going to make it out of dubbing. So in the very back, what I'm going to do is just wrap up a prominent ball of dubbing so you can see that's really bright right where the tail starts, and I'm going to leave that showing. I want that to be kind of a hot spot. The body's going to be brown olive, or I can't remember if it's brown olive or olive brown, but it's ice dub, and it kind of has some green and purple hues to it when the sun hits it, and it's just a really deadly color combo. So I'll just take that and wrap that forward. You can see how much of that I left in the back. Used too much, so I'll get that off of there. Alright, so when I was tweaking this fly, I realized I had taken off hackle on the back of it, and that's part of what makes a stimulator buoyant. So I had to replace that buoyant material with something else. So I put CDC in as an underwing for the stimulator. So I'm going to take some of this Polish CDC, really good stuff, super high quality, and I'm going to take two feathers, and I'm going to tie those in so that they extend a little bit past the body, maybe almost halfway into the tail, and tie that in. Now, to maximize the use of your CDC, what you can do is something I've been doing for a few years now, but I'm just going to take those feathers and I'm going to fold those into, gotta get this further back, I'm going to fold those into the wing that I just tied in, and then I'm going to just come in and cut those at an angle. So all those real fluffy filaments at the back of that CDC are now tied in. So you're basically getting 4 feathers worth of CDC out of 2 feathers. Okay, so now for the wing, I'm just going to tie in some dun-dyed deer hair or dun-dyed elk hair, so it's gray in color. You can use natural as well. There we go. So there's our wing. So once I have that trimmed off, I'm going to come up here and really snug those butts down. And then I'll just take some grizzly hackle and create a normal stimulator head out of it now. So I'm going to tie that down so that the shiny side will face forward. And I'll just use that same dubbing that I used for the body to create a head.
What's that called again?
This is called brown olive ice dub. So I'm going to leave a little bit of room up at the eye of the hook to create the second hot spot. So we've tied on now the stimulator head. The hackle looks way bigger than it is in the video. And now I'm just going to take my thread and build up a pronounced hot spot. If you twist it counterclockwise, it works a lot better. So there you can see I've got a pretty bright head on this now. You just whip finish. But anyway, that's called the Butthead pattern. And I tie this one usually from about size 8 to about 14.